You're listening to the Learn English Through Football podcast. Hello everyone, and welcome to this show for all those who love the beautiful game of football and who want to improve their English language skills. My name is Damon, and I'm talking to you from a cloudy and wet Tokyo. Now, what football did you watch this week? Hopefully, you managed to see the fantastic Champions League semi-final second leg between Inter and Barcelona. What an amazing game. I'm sure Damien, the other member of the Language Caster team in London, watched that. I'm guessing he also watched his team Tottenham qualify for the Europa League final. I bet he's in a good mood. Damien, how are things?
Hello, Damon, and hello to all the listeners too. Yes, I am in a good mood after Tottenham's very professional performance this week in the Arctic Circle against Norwegian side Bodo Glimt in the Europa League semi-final. We ran out comfortable 2-0 winners in the end to go through to the final 5-1 on aggregate. That's 5-1 in total. And we'll be facing Manchester United. So it's an all-English affair in the final. Who knows, maybe both the Language Caster hosts teams will win silverware this season. Yes, you are listening to Language Caster, and that message was in Hungarian, and we are going to have more stingers or messages throughout the show in different languages, so which ones can you recognize? Don't worry, if you don't know them, we'll give you the answers at the end of the show. And here's another one for you, and I will give you a clue. This language is spoken in Europe.
Sie hören gerade languagecaster.com.
Damon, what do we have on today's show?
Well, Damien, we're going to focus on that match I mentioned at the start of the show, the Champions League semi-final second leg between Inter and Barcelona. We've got some football words and phrases that explain key parts of that match. After that, we have some predictions with big games in England and Spain, and we'll finish with a bit of information about how you can contact us.
Esteu escoltant languagecaster.com.
Right, so we are going to look back at some of the language from that amazing second leg between Inter and Barcelona, in which Inter dramatically qualified for the final after extra time. Remember that the first leg in Barcelona last week finished 3-3, so when Inter took a 2-goal lead in this game, it looked like Barcelona would be knocked out. They looked like they were heading home or heading out. This phrase suggests that the team looks like it's going to be eliminated from a competition. It's in a very bad position. But then in the second half of this game, Barcelona staged a remarkable comeback and turned the game around. They went ahead in the 87th minute when Rafinha fired home a rebound after the Inter keeper Sommer had saved his first shot. Now it looked like Inter were heading out of the competition. But in the 93rd minute, Inter scored an equalizer from their veteran defender Acerbi. This goal saved Inter and the game went into extra time. The home side then scored again to go 4-3 up, and it was now Barcelona who were heading home.
State ascoltando languagecaster.com.
Head home is an interesting phrase, isn't it? We can also use it to mean score a goal with a header. So if you head home, it can mean go out of the tournament or score a goal. In the Inter versus Barcelona game, we can only say Barcelona looks like they were heading home because they had travelled to Italy. They were the away team. It would be strange to say Inter looked like they were heading home because they were already at home. For the Italian side, it would be to head out of the competition. Let's move to our last word from this game, and it describes one of Inter's heroes, Francesco Acerbi, who scored the remarkable added-on time equaliser. The Guardian described the 37-year-old as a journeyman. A journeyman is a player that has played at many clubs, usually starting with a lot of teams in the lower leagues. The player is also not considered a star player or a gifted, skillful player. They're admired because they work hard. Think going to the office 9 to 5 every day. Acerbi is 37 years old and has played at many clubs in Italy. He's been loaned out, moved on, played at teams in the lower divisions, and has not stayed at one club for more than 6 years. Now, he has found himself at Inter, who are fighting to win the Serie A title and are in the Champions League final. It's been a long journey, but Acerbi has made his mark with his stunning equalizer.
Hola a todos, estáis escuchando languagecaster.com.
Okay, next up we have our prediction section, and here's Damien with his thoughts on Newcastle versus Chelsea.
Right, let's start with the race for the Champions League places for next season from the Premier League and the game between Newcastle and Chelsea. Newcastle are currently in 4th place and Chelsea in 5th, and both are on 63 points, but only 2 points ahead of Nottingham Forest and 3 in front of Aston Villa. Chelsea have started to hit some form and will be boosted after reaching the Europa Conference League final on Thursday. I think this will be a 1-1 draw, which might be enough for both sides to make next year's Champions League.
Next is Liverpool, the champions of England, hosting Arsenal, currently lying in 2nd place. This one is difficult to judge. The head coach of Liverpool, Slot, seems to be happy rotating the squad now they have won the title. He doesn't seem fully focused on winning the remaining games. On the other hand, they don't want to lose to one of their big rivals this season. Arsenal will be desperate to show they deserve respect after being dumped out of the Champions League by PSG. They would love to win at Anfield and beat the champions. I'll go for a 1-1 draw, but I won't be surprised at all if the Liverpool players play like they are on the beach.
And finally, it is Clásico weekend. Barcelona will be hoping to bounce back from that heartbreaking yet thrilling defeat in the Champions League against Inter on Wednesday by trying to beat Real Madrid on Sunday. The Catalan side is 4 points clear of Madrid, so a win or even a draw should give them the title. I'm going for a bad-tempered 1-1 draw. What do you think of those predictions? Drop us a line and let us know here at languagecaster.com.
Vous écoutez languagecaster.com.
Right, remember to contact us via email at admin@languagecaster.com if you have any questions about the language of football or if you have some feedback on our podcast. Check out our website and explore our football language forum, where you can ask and answer questions about all kinds of football language. There is also a huge glossary of football terms with hundreds of expressions, phrases, and cliches about the beautiful game.
Bạn đang nghe languagecaster.com.
Yes, you are listening to LanguageCast, and that message or stinger was in Vietnamese. We also heard Hungarian, German, Catalan, Italian, Spanish, and French. Thanks everyone for listening this week. On this show, we heard about the phrase head home or head out, as well as journeyman. Let us know if you hear these phrases in the football this week, or if you have similar expressions, but in another language. Enjoy all the football. Ciao.
Bye everyone. Enjoy the football this weekend and we'll see you soon.